And so in this fantasy she has in her head, it's like, how about we swap bodies so you can understand me a little bit better, see how you're hurting me almost. What a cool concept. Big Boi the Rapper is one half of one of the greatest, most legendary hip-hop duos of all time. They're called Outkast, and they are my favorite hip-hop act. And here he is describing his favorite song of all time.
My top two artists of all time when I started really loving music is Kate Bush, Bob Marley. I call it my 1A, my 1B. It was just so weird, you know what I mean? The sounds and what she was talking about, it was just kind of crazy, you know what I mean? And then he's like, you know, she produced all this stuff too. So I was like, oh man.
Pretty cool, right? This is a hip hop artist kind of spilling his heart about this track, which is completely different in genre and maybe might surprise some people that he's even listening to. Now, this track by Kate Bush has actually blown up in another sense recently to a new generation because he was part of the TV series Stranger Things. I don't watch the TV series, so I didn't really catch it during this time, but I was inspired to listen to this song by Big Boi. And if his description is anything to go by, it sounds like it's going to be an awesome experience. So here we go. This is Kate Bush's Running Up That Hill, A Deal With God. If you are new to the channel, hit subscribe because we do plenty of videos just like this one, breaking down and analyzing all kinds of music. And we have an awesome community here. So if you would like, join it. Here we go. Ooh, I like those drums. Wow. Great voice. Okay, super initial takes is that I really love the kind of fantastical atmosphere that they've created. Really hazy. It sounds like we're almost in a dream or something like that. And then I think Kate Bush's voice is really cool. It has like this fragile nature to it, which kind of draws you in. It sounds like her heart is like on the verge of breaking almost. That's what I can kind of hear at least. Those drums are awesome too. Let's back this up. This is a really cool beginning to something that's about to happen. Here we go.
It's you and me. And if only could, I'd make a deal with God, and I'd get him to swap our places. Be running up that road, be running up that hill, be running up that building. See if only could.
Okay, talk about a dope concept. I see what she was saying there, right? This is essentially like a kind of a dream of hers, maybe. It sounds like that to me. We're in like almost dreamland where she is speaking to God and making this deal where she can switch bodies with what I think is her partner, right? She started off by kind of saying that, you know, I feel like this person is not kind of understanding what they're doing to me. And so in this fantasy she has in her head, it's like, how about we swap bodies so you can understand me a little bit better, see how you're hurting me almost. What a cool concept. Be running up that road, running up the hill, running up that building. That's what she describes her situation as. And this dude would feel it if he switched. That's deep. Ooh.
Tell me we both met it.
verse.
It's you and me, you won't be unhappy. And if I only could, I'd make a deal with God, and I'd get him to swap our places. Be running up that road, be running up that hill, be running up that building. See if only could.
I'm a little like gobsmacked at the concept of this record, dude. Wow, how imaginative. That was a brilliant verse. So essentially, I think the switch happens here, right? Where she is now in the dude's body and she's saying, but see how deep the bullet lies, unaware I'm tearing you asunder. I think she's switched positions now, right? And she's speaking from the guy's point of view now. And he's like, she's realizing in his body that she is doing real damage to this person. What a cool concept. Imagine that this thing existed and you could do that. How better would this kind of divide that maybe exists nowadays, where like I feel like men and women are fighting with each other. It seems like that sometimes, at least online. How much good this could do. This was like way ahead of his time, man. Way ahead of his time. How good are those harmonies as well? It sounds like we're in a dream. She's like a songbird.
It's you and me, you won't be unhappy. Come, baby, come, darling. Let me steal this moment from you now. Come on, angel, come on, darling. Let's exchange the experience.
The thunder ignites. I love that electronic instrument or noise that's being made there. It almost sounds like a person's voice that's been distorted. That boom, 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 boom. The muffled noises of a person speaking. Again, I really feel like it truly fits the atmosphere and the theme of the record. The idea that we don't understand each other, the muffling or distortion of someone trying to kind of communicate to you. The point of the record, right? Really cool.
If I only could, I'd make a deal with God, and I'd get him to swap our places. I'd be running up that road, be running up that hill, with no problem. Say if I only could, I'd make a deal with God, and I'd get him to swap our places. I'd be running up that road, be running up that hill, with no problem. Say if I only could, I'd make a deal with God, and I'd get him to swap our places. I'd be running up that road, be running up that hill, with no problem. Say if I only could, be running up that hill, with no problem.
Wow. That is a great track, dude. Rarely am I like kind of gobsmacked or like stunned by the concept of a record. Such an awesome idea. And it kind of raises the question as well, especially like listening to it as a guy. Would you switch positions? Would you actually would you take the switch? And you know, it raises some questions. Certainly, I don't know how many guys would maybe switch positions and go into the role of the girl, especially with this bit where she's saying, so if I only could, I'd be running up that hill with no problems. You know, that's the part of it that really kind of strikes out at me about this message. She's saying, if I did switch positions, if I only could, I'd be running up that hill with no problems. I think kind of alluding to the fact that as a girl, you know, this hill cannot perhaps be ran up. It's art, it's hyperbolic in a sense, you know, but the point is there. The point is there, and it's a really cool one, done so well, with fantastic music behind it too. That's how you make a message hit home. Hide the medicine with the candy, I think. Also the idea that, you know, just essentially trying to understand each other better. It probably would do us a lot of good if we could switch positions. That's definitely going on the playlist, for sure.